Morning, dudes. Currently 8:30, walking towards my car. I have a ton of editing to do this morning. I have to make a video for Sam Tabor. I have to finish my whole vlog from yesterday. I didn't even get started last night because as soon as Sam left and I had time to chill, I fell asleep because my back be hurting. Which is kind of a good thing because I have a lot of things that I really need to get started on that requires me not skateboarding, and it takes an injury to keep me off my skateboard. So, fortunate. Dude, how is this song on the radio right now? We all need somebody to lean on. So I'm about to hibernate for a long time in this coffee shop. Red Tree Art Gallery coffee shop. It's just some random, some local one. So, you know, try to stay local. That's why I go to Starbucks every day, which is terrible. I'm gonna try to do this more often. But I'm gonna answer 3 questions real quick before I go inside because they require like 1 to 5 word answers. And the questions are, by Marcel, hey John, have you ever been to the barracks? By May Cool, what race is he? And by JP, does anyone know what camera John uses? I love it. I have been in the barracks. I am half Korean, half American, and I use a G7X for my vlogging camera, the one that's filming right now. And for all the artsy shots, I use a Canon T5i with a lens that has an f-stop of 1.4, and it's set to 24 millimeters. It's mostly the lens that makes it look cool. And that's it. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
8,000 smiles, they fill my glass. They make it so it's almost half. Well, only you can do this. Only you can do. Just hold me till there's no more pain and talk me right out of my brain. Well, only you can.
I forget what time I got here, but I think it was around 10. So that was a 3.5 hour session. Not too bad, but I got most of the stuff that I needed to get done. I did all my Instagram edits for the last couple of vlogs. I mailed Sam an edit for his channel. I finished the vlog from yesterday. I came up with some trick ideas that I want to do in Cincinnati. I just got so lost in a trance. After I said that Cincinnati thing, I looked up and then I realized my back started hurting and I was like, oh, but there is a place I want to explore, even though I probably shouldn't be walking around as much as I am. There's one thing I kind of wanted to do today that I was excited about doing since I'm not skating anyways, and I think it would make an interesting vlog. And since I've been in Cincinnati, I haven't really explored like I did in California pretty consistently. So today, exploration. So if you're wondering what I'm exploring, it's a freaking castle. There you are. But it looks closed, so I'm gonna try to film as much as I can before I get kicked out, because I'm definitely gonna try to get in there. Okay, so I'm not breaking in. There are literally signs every 4 or 5 feet, cameras every, I don't know, 10 feet, so it's like impossible to get in there. But on weekends it's open anyway, so I might as well just come back on the weekend, but slightly disappointed. But I might as well explore this little area.
You give me every time. You give me every time. Just say the words and you're in mine. You get me every time. 8,000
Jesus. Okay, I'm getting off.
fill my cup. They never will quite fill it up. No, 'cause only you can do this. Only you can do. Take our memories up, they'll last forever. Stick our hearts in a box, they'll stay there, stay there.
This is my favorite. Seriously, if I could explore every single day all the time, I probably would. And being hurt gives me more incentive to actually like look around and film stuff and hang out, and which is kind of nice because I need to get back to that just a little bit. So there were a few areas, it was weird. I ran into a few other people who like travel and film stuff, and they were like, yeah, like you should go to this area and this area. So I got a few things in the future that I might want to try. But quick Q&A real quick before I head out. This is a question from Pedro Tanaka. He says, hi John, I'm from Brazil, and I want to know, how do you feel about having fans all over the world? Before this sounds like I'm trying to be like arrogant by reading this question out of all questions, the idea of going around the world and meeting people and hanging out and then just exploring and traveling all the time, at least right this second, feels like the best possible thing in the world. Actually, traveling to me is as fun as skating. Driving is as fun as skating. It's like skateboarding was my passion all the time, and then since I've been going to California, and then from there going to San Francisco and kind of exploring around and taking trips to Vegas and stuff, I realized that going everywhere is my favorite thing ever. So how do I feel about fans all over the world? It's the most unbelievable feeling, because I feel like no matter where I go, I'll have people who I can hang out with, talk to, meet up with, and maybe show me around and hang out. It just makes the world seem more accessible. So it feels like the greatest thing ever. But from now on, and I said this once I moved to Cincinnati, and I've only been here for like a month, but I do want to travel. Every single month I'm gonna buy a flight, I think at the beginning of each month, to travel and explore somewhere, hopefully a different country. And I've already mentioned that I'm going to Paris this year. It's gonna be an exciting year. So thanks for tuning in. One thing that becomes painfully obvious to people that I hang out with pretty often at all is I have an addiction to candy. A terrible, terrible vice. So much sugar just into my face every single day. So I'm at Sam's Club right now, ironically, to buy candy. But here's the thing, I'm gonna try to maintain and buy one thing to last me a week each time at Sam's Club. Because you can buy a big bulk thing, but the amount in that bulk compared to how much I spend and how much I eat, if I were to just go to the gas station every single day, is like times 1.5 million. So that's why I'm at Sam's Club. Oh my gosh. This is probably exactly how my ex-girlfriend felt being in a liquor store. I want everything. I'm not really sure why, but I always think the pastries are a safer bet than just straight up chocolate or sugary candy, even though these are super sugary, but seems a little safer to me. Who's got the best parking spot in the entire lot? Your boy. This is what I ended up getting. I feel like the oranges somehow make up for the terrible sugary muffins, but this is definitely a better substitute for the amount of sugar that I would inhale this week. But if you see me buy any more this week, which I will post it on my vlog, then you have permission just to poop all over me verbally. Even though I guess you always have permission to do that, but I will welcome it. I'll be excited to get hated on if I buy any more snacks. What is that? What the heck is that? Dude, that is so sick! I want one. Some idiot lost my tripod. Me being that idiot. Gosh darn it. So I'm gonna do the outro now, kind of. There's like 3 or 4 things I need to cover really quickly before I head out for the night. But one, I couldn't find my my tripod, my Gorilla Pod for my camera, so I gotta buy one of those tomorrow. It's on my to-do list for tomorrow. Also, you can now holler at your boy via mail, P.O. Box. I'm sure it's gonna pop on the screen anytime now, but I've been asked a few times whether or not I have something or somewhere that people can send mail to, so now I totally do. And yeah, anything you would like to send my way, if you want something to show up on my channel, most likely I will post everything. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with my first couple of things that are sent to me, but I will try to think of something creative for you guys' eyeball sacks. And thanks for tuning in today. I got randomly very, very inspired because my sister just called me and gave me the go for something business-wise that just got me like, whoa! That's me super stoked. So I have like a lot of stuff to work on tonight, and that's the reason I'm closing out, because I don't want to think about like, oh, I got a vlog to do while I'm like intensely working on things for my future. So that's pretty exciting, and I'm stoked that you guys exist. Like seriously, I don't know, I feel like there's really cool things to come, and you guys are 100% to thank for that. But I also have a quote for the night, better drop it right wet. Travel is the most intense mode of learning, and this one's by Kevin Kelly. And clearly I think that cultural influences have so much to do with the learning process when it comes to the grand scheme of things, and when it comes to actually realizing empathy. And I think empathy is such a crucial part of knowing anything anymore. You know, being able to relate to someone else's livelihoods and what they're going through. Because a lot of people kind of sit in America back on their thrones, and it's like, oh, this life's pretty easy, whatever. And in other countries, it's crazy what people have to go through. And I think it's easier to experience that from traveling, or just to kind of experience any other type of culture, because other people have different things to offer. And I think expanding your empathy is the most important thing ever. And I think traveling conquers that. I hope that makes sense. Anyways, thanks for watching, subscribing, commenting, liking, enjoying my content. You guys have been killing it lately, and I'm very, 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 very stoked to see our channel grow. And yeah, and it's all thanks to you dudes being awesome. So stay tuned 24 hours for another video from ya boy. That's it, I'm going to bed. I'm not going to bed. I'm actually working on a bunch of things for like 5 more hours. So, good night.